Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play. This is Scooch42. We are back on the Foolcraft server. It has been a pretty hectic day. I logged in today. Last night, I set up a builder to quarry for me. I was wanting to get some more scallium. So I set this guy up to quarry for me, a pretty decent large area, 260 chunks there, I think it says. That's a pretty decent size area for me. So when I got back on this morning, I, double checked on the power to make sure that everything was okay. And when I came over here, I discovered that we were out of potatoes. So I checked the cloche and discovered that we were totally out of water. So I did all kinds of investigating because, I could see the water tank and it looked fine. So I, tore the floor up, checked all the fluid interfaces, couldn't find out what was going on, and I finally decided to come down here. To set the builder up, I basically took a hammer and hammered all the way down here to the bedrock, and told it to start here, and then the last corner is over there around our old mine there at the farming outpost. Well, what happened, if you can see the difference in the height here, basically what happened, the first time I did it, it ended up cleaving off all of these external storage buses because I had set the height to go up to about here, because I had just set it when I got down to the mining outpost, and I wasn't really paying close enough attention to the Y level. Well, that led to a giant catastrophic. Oh man, that was all kinds of fun. And then when, of course, I came down here to see all kinds of liquids, and there was water everywhere. The only thing that really came good out of this, if you guys can see the section here, this is part of a really just super massive dungeon, I believe. There's all kinds of goodies in here. I've gotten quite a bit of the goodies out of there already, which really I think is going to help us get some payoff sooner rather than later. But basically, long story short, it's taken me quite a while to get everything put back together today. So, without any further ado, what I'd like to do is get some more nesting pins auto-crafting. And we'll probably, let's say maybe 20 or so if we can. And we're going to head back over to our animal area, if I can get this thing to teleport me there. There we go. And let me give you a quick update on what we've been doing over here. I've given myself an inventory panel down here. So, just in case, I've got this set up to automatically deposit into our storage system. And I've also got a vacuum chest over here helping out with that. I've basically bred the crap out of these redstone chickens and have them almost as high as they will go. There's a few of them that can still get a little bit higher, and I may work on that, but really I'm not so sure that I'm concerned with it, because out there in the yard we also have a bunch of redstone, and oh man, we had a lot more redstone than that earlier. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I crafted a bunch of stuff. Great, looks like there's one more thing I need to check on. I think we had it over here. Yeah, something's not connected over here now, because that's a little bit closer to the number I'm used to seeing, or that I saw this morning, I should say. So let me sneak down here real quick and make sure we didn't accidentally disconnect something. Maybe we just need to see if I can get up there to get that guy. you know what it is? My inventory is too full. See if I have any space to put anything anywhere. There we go. Hopefully that did the trick. There we go. I think we're good on redstone. We've got a little over 18,000. So I'm not terribly worried about redstone right now. You're gonna let me. I love this teleporting thing, but there we go. And then let me bring you up to speed here with the fluid cows. I've been working with them a little bit. We'll start up here on the 4th floor. These are basically my plans for things. I think I've got some mana steel cows over here. Yeah, molten mana steel. Basically what's going on is this is a rancher from the Mine Factory Reloaded. And let me see if I can bring him up real quick. This guy is pretty cool. So do I have that hammer with me? I don't remember if I have it with me or not. I might have put it back in the grid. Let's see if I have it in the grid. Maybe no wireless range here. Not over here. There it is. This nifty little precision sledgehammer. Let's put some of these up. Just having that open shows you the range that these ranchers have, and in fact, I believe it's for all of these Mine Factory Reloaded machines. Just holding this in your hand shows you the range, and so I've kind of just fenced them off, and it seems to be working pretty good. I didn't need anything extra special. The rancher just automatically outputs to adjacent tanks, and then I have this tank outputting to this basin where it turns into a solid block. That solid block gets sucked in with some Ender IO conduits into this Ender chest, which if you saw the little bank of ingots and stuff that we have over there in our storage warehouse, that is where all that stuff ends up. And then down here I've got pretty much the same setup, except this time we're doing this with fluid producing cows. I guess technically they all produce fluids, of course, but these are things that I would like to stay fluid. Here we've got some biodiesel, some of that destabilized redstone. This is basically, I think, what's going to end up powering everything is this redstone and the biodiesel. And then over here I've branched out a little bit. We've got some XP. What is? I don't remember what this is. Nutrient distillation. And lava, of course. So I think we're going to be good on the fluids and the solids for a little while. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that with the hammer. I keep forgetting these things are picky like that. So I'll probably end up, I may end up reducing the number of some of these down here. Overall, I kind of like the idea, and I did find out that I can, in fact, chisel this glass while the cows are inside, and it doesn't seem to have any negative side effects on being able to collect, whatever it is you're trying to collect out of there. But I think I may end up reworking this a little bit so it's not quite so crowded. But basically, getting back to the chickens, what I'm going to want to do today, let's clear this inventory up a little bit more. We've got a bunch of these chicken spawn eggs that I found in those dungeons, and these are really the ones that are going to save us some time, are these ender pearl chickens. Let's see if I've got some nets in here, and I'll have to take you guys. Do I have one? Just one, and there's a glass chicken in there. Really? I must have put them all back in the grid. There we go. So I had quite a few of them. Let's go ahead and get you guys out. you, and you, and you, and you. And you guys can go just in here for a while. And I will have to take you upstairs and show you guys what I've done up there for the inventory system. But I also really want to get these ender pearl chickens in these nesting pens. Put you here. And put you over here. And these are not set up to anything. These I actually have to come by and pick the stuff up manually. I do that on purpose because I really want to be able to check the level of the eggs that are in there. A lot of times it's just quicker for me to look at it right away. We've got a bunch of good stuff. We got diamond chickens. I got stuff in my backpack here to get out of here. What is, where'd it go? Redstone. And what we're going to try to get is we need an ardite chicken. So that means we need a blaze rod chicken and a magma cream chicken. So we're going to want a blaze rod chicken, which I've got right here, as a matter of fact. And this is why I wanted another pen, because I'm going to see if any of those are ready. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put some of these ingots away. We'll get a couple of these pens out. And I'll probably need some kind of a block or something just for a minute. I'll need something to put here, I think. Yeah, and let's put another one here. And we may as well do there and there too. Just make it easy on ourselves, right? So if I do this, will you face the way I want you to? Yes. And how about there? Yeah. So by facing these pens towards each other, we're basically going to make these guys mate and crossbreed their eggs. So in one of those, I'm going to want the blaze rod chicken, which that actually looks pretty cool. And we want a magma cream chicken, which is going to be some kind of a slime chicken, I think. Did we get any slime chickens? We got a blue slime, terra steel, steel, magma slime. Interesting. Just looking at my notes. I've got some notes over here I keep looking at. So I want a blaze rod. Let me see here. Did I even find? I did. I got one magma cream. I thought I got a magma cream. Because that's going to save us all kinds of time. There we go. There's the magma cream. And see, these guys, and the reason I got multiple pens is these guys are going to give me some eggs that I want. I'm going to want more of these, basically. Let's go ahead and get a few more of these set up. If I can get more of these, the breeding is kind of hit and miss. Like there's no, you don't know when it's going to happen. It might take a day or two. It might take a week. You just don't know. It might only take a few minutes. We might get it right off the bat. That's just the Minecraft random number generator working. It's funny how it works sometimes. Like you never seem to get the stuff in the beginning when it would be really useful, and then by the time that you don't really need it so much, it seems like you have plenty of it. Let's see, this one I might have to see if I can spin these around. And these, I like. Let's see, did I leave my wrench somewhere? There it is. I like leaving these not connected to the inventory. And again, it's so I can really look at the eggs before I put them up, not just to see if they crossbred, but like these nether quartz chickens, I actually want to check them and make sure that they're a higher number. Basically, let's see, like we'll just take one of these guys out. Where's my egg thing? Do I still have it handy? I bet I put some over in here. It's egg analyzer. There it is. With this analyzer, I can look at that chicken and it tells me the tier, the growth, the gain, and the strength. And the more I breed these chickens, the higher those last three numbers get. I can show you some of these guys out here. Maybe not him because he's a rooster. Yeah, another quartz chicken, 545. So some of these guys, I'll be coming and getting like this guy. I'm going to take him and swap him out for that other one that wasn't quite as good. Because they have better drop rates. They have shorter drop rates and better drop rates, I believe, when they're in the nesting pens. But I'll still have them out here, the lower tiered ones out here in the yard, so that we can get stuff from them. At least that seems like the smart thing to do for me, anyway. Let's see, I think I can get rid of these cobblestone thingies now. It's weird, I forget that I have sound mufflers. I have a bunch of sound mufflers around, so I don't have to listen to all the animal noises all the time. There we go. And pretty soon we're going to have another wall of resource-producing chickens over here, because we've got a bunch more cool chickens to look at. I don't really need this steel one. The magma slime, maybe. Redstone chickens, we've got plenty of them. The diamond chickens, though, we don't really have a super easy way of collecting diamonds right now. So that would drastically help out with diamond production. So let's see, did I have any more pins? May as well grab all of them. Let's get some item conduits. It's funny how these don't really want to, these pins don't want to stack on top of each other, but they don't mind attaching to the Ender I/O conduits at all. I just find that to be a little amusing. Magma slime. I guess we can go ahead and let's just spawn these guys right out here in the yard. Reason why we can't at least get the drops, I guess. Those terrasteel chickens, I think, are going to be pretty cool. Now, for these new guys, and I think now might be a good time to run upstairs and show you guys what I've done here. Each one of these monitors, basically, it was killing me not knowing where my stuff was. So I hooked up a monitor to each one of these that shows me where my stuff is in this system. And I've also got it set up so that just in case something gets screwed up and is kind of in the wrong place, all I've got to do is if I pull it out of here and put it in the return area, it basically sends it back over here to the beginning of the routing system. And so I kind of went through over here and set all of these to be prioritized. Like this has 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I just kind of thought it made a little more sense. That way it's a little easier for me to manage the inventory. Because I plan on starting to divide these eggs up pretty soon. Some of them we're going to have basically go to get turned into food as cooked chicken. Some of it we're going to turn into food as just eggs. And some of it I would actually like to get into an extra utilities culinary generator, I think. because those extra utility generators aren't going to be a bad way to go soon either. So that's basically what I've been to up here. I don't know if you guys have seen since I did the revamp up here. I just kind of. Oh, I also hooked up an ender chest for the feathers. These get pumped directly into the grid now. That way, if we want to do anything else with the products from the shredders, we can. I don't know that we ever will, but just in case we want to, we can. I also gave myself a nice open blocks elevator to get up and down with. Let's see if you guys are doing anything cool yet. Not really. Another magma cream chicken egg. Growth 1, gain 1, strength 1. I never cleaned you out, so let's get you cleaned out. Did you drop anything yet? This stuff all cleaned up. Interesting. Not sure why that's not wanting to go in. We'll worry about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get these new chickens set up before I forget. This is basically how I've been setting up this whole barn area. It might be easier for me to disconnect those now. And now we should have no problem putting those on. Ha! Missed. Do I have my hatchet handy? Anybody, anywhere, hatchet? There it is. It's one of the reasons I haven't upgraded to a bigger backpack, because I have a hard enough time finding my stuff with the space I already have. I don't know what I would do if I had, 6 or 7 more rows of stuff to look through. There we go. Now we should hopefully be able to get these diamond chickens in there. There we go. Nice. So I am really liking that kind of progress. So hopefully by the time we get into our next episode, I'm hoping to at least be up to the Ardite or even the pig iron. Because that's going to be our next 2 goals, is we're going to want an Ardite and a pig iron. So let's see if there's any of these nether quartz chickens out here that I want to breed, because I would like to have a little faster nether quartz production. That I think might be a decent one. I know we just had, it might be smarter to check these guys first. Looks like we may have a clog in the poo system. So you're a 3. So you can just come on out here. And this is basically how I sort through the chickens. You're 1. 766, you can come with me. Let's see what you are. I think we may have a full poo inventory upstairs, is possibly what's going on. There's probably a better one than a 3 out there. 4 or 5 that won't stay still. Those are iron chickens. What are you? Magma slime chicken. Interesting. So let's get you in there. And let's go see. I think the pickings were getting kind of slim out here as far as the nether quartz chickens. And now what I like is now that I've scanned these guys, even when I don't have this in my hand, if you look at the tooltip, it'll still tell me, number one, that I've already scanned it, and secondly, what its stats are. And that's what I thought. We're about... Well, there's one more that's probably better. Let's see. What are you? Oh no, you're an awesome one. You get back in there, sir. And what about you? You're awesome as well. Right, so I think we have got those chickens as far as they'll go, at least with what I can get out here. And it looks like I need to eat something. So let's go investigate what is going on with the poo, basically. I may have it set up so that it's not going in the right place. Let's see, that's inserting. So it should be going in here. Or is that blacklisted? That's blacklisted. This is the only place that it's allowed to go. Okay. And this is probably full. Or no, it's probably this one. Yeah. You've got a lot of poo in you, sir. So let's see. What happens if I change you to something like orange, and let's have you extract on orange. So that would be this one. So you theoretically should be filling up with stuff. And you should be losing basically everything that isn't manure and feathers. That is my hope. And then this last one down here I've got reserved. If you notice, this one's going out on blue. And this is the one that is actually exporting all of our actual resources like the redstone. I've got an advanced filter in here that's telling it what it can put in there. And I may need to see what kind of drops we're getting from our new guys. Wonder if we're getting any diamonds yet. Might be too soon. I did just put him in there, and he is the only one. I'll know in about another 15 seconds or so, apparently. But hopefully that cleared up the poo issue. Still not so much. Maybe it's just a little slower than I'd like. I think that should be working. I thought it was working. At least it looked like it was for a second. I wonder why. Well, in any event, I guess I will try to solve this off camera because it is that time to go ahead and wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the episode with me today. If you do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. If you guys want to be notified of videos that I put out in the future, remember to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.